Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty Front Office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time. I'm your host, Jesse Schneeman, and I'm here with the three spookiest friends anyone could ever have, starting with the auspicious Austin Bell. How you doing tonight, Austin?
I'm good, man. It's in the middle of things, and I'm ready to go. How are you?
I'm great. I'm powering through. I took a little nap, so I'm not at my sharpest. But I've been making myself laugh a lot tonight, and Chad laugh a lot tonight. My main man, Chad Mendoza. How you doing tonight, Chad?
I've never laughed at anything you've said, Jesse. That's a blatant lie.
It's only by accident.
Yeah. It's laughing at you. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Jesse's been hilarious the last week or so.
You're really not laughing at. You really are laughing at me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I'm not having to watch the Steelers and Bengals play, so that's fun. And ready to get cracking.
Yeah, I guess that they can't really flex Thursday night games. They are what they are at this point. And Major Mike Casper, how you doing tonight, Mike?
What's up, Jesse? My upload speed sucks, so I'm worried. I was very worried when that started, but I guess we'll see what happens.
All right, Mike. Well, actually, on my end, it looks fine. So,
yes,
fingers crossed.
Sweet.
All right. Mike, why don't you tell us where people can find us when we're not podcasting?
Yeah, so catch us on YouTube and Facebook at Dynasty Front Office, Twitter or X at Front Office FF. Join us on the Discord. Links in the description. We'll be here every Thursday, followed by the pod release on Fridays. Please like and subscribe. The Listener League is active, and we have shirts for year one players on the way. So join the Discord and become a part of the family. And in this episode, we will have the trade banger of the week, Team Frankenstein, Trick or Treat, Rise from the Grave, Misfit Monsters, and a little pop culture fun. So a lot to get through. So let's get to it.
This is the trade banger of the week, the one deal that's too good, too bad, or just too wild not to talk about. If you've got a trade that shook up your league, send it our way. It might be next week's banger. Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's up, Chad?
So got an
email?
Yes. Yeah, we had a oh man, this is a great email. Actually, I think probably the best person that's ever emailed us ever on the show.
I doubt
We've
that.
had some good ones.
We had triple XL email. Come on.
Yeah.
Big T.
We've had some good ones, but I know for a fact, I know this guy personally. I know for a fact he's amazing. So I'm just going to get it started here. This is an email from Chad M. Longtime listener, first time emailer. Mostly because every time I hear my own voice listening to the show, I turn it off immediately.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's a lie. Chad
I was going to say,
Chad is not one of our listeners, by the way.
He does not listen.
No, it's just the nasally bit. It just gets me every time. I can't do it, guys. Anyways, sorry, listeners. Matter of fact, I'm gonna timestamp this to the end of the intro because I want to hear this, but I really don't want to hear me. So, anyway, I made a trade. I need your guys like expert opinions. Just terrifying because I know the three of you. But before we get to it, just a few parameters here. Yeah, I overthought this trade quite a bit. And even if it's terrible, I'm going to defend it. So be gentle. I received Amarian Hampton, Marvin Harrison Jr., Travis Hunter, and an early 26th second. And I gave up all my points in Puka Nacua and Baker Mayfield and Keenan Allen. So be honest with me, but not really. Be nice.
So you just want us to go, you're not going to ask us questions about it?
I want you guys to direct this one.
What a stupid trade. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Yeah, you're nuts, dude.
I want you guys to direct this one. like I said,
All
be
right.
kind. Austin, Jesse, Mike.
Let's start with the smallest piece of this, the Keenan Allen part of it. Just because I want to go over his value real quick. It is more than I expected. So there's numerous places I've tried to acquire him. He's a hot name. So
What's more than you expected, specifically?
more than a second.
Oh, heck,
Really?
Even an early second,
no way.
or just a late second?
Late second. I had to pay a late second and Jack Besh.
Oh, you've lost your mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it was an overpay, and I
It
should have
was.
walked away.
Besh is finally getting snaps now. Yeah, this last week
He played
up in that
80% of snaps.
80%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it is the Raiders, but
it should. I feel like it should have been one or the other.
Yeah,
But
that's where I was at with that.
have to
you
pay
know, like I
both.
said, I wanted to
Jeez.
get it done.
I would.
It's a contender. I have an excess of pieces, so I overpaid a bit. But just to let you know, like just the second or Jack Besh is not getting it done.
That's
You are
wild.
going to have to add something to
That's
that.
crazy.
Hey, Mike, in the league you just put Keenan on the block. Would you take my second for him?
I absolutely would.
Okay, I thought so. Just making
Yeah,
sure
late
that's
second,
kind of
really?
what. That's kind of. I mean, that's where he should be to me.
That's what I thought. That's a good price. Like I'd be
I would
happy
take
to
any
put Keenan
second. Like
that.
he was pretty much
Okay.
dead when the season started,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
He's
I,
older than me.
And I mean, Quentin Johnston's nursing an injury now too, so it could look better.
I mean, I agree with you. But I'm just telling you, people are trying to capitalize.
Yeah,
on
he's
Keenan
older than
Allen.
Austin.
That's not the only place that I was
I
told
think
to
that's true.
take
It is true. He's 34.
He's
Oh
34.
yeah, look at there.
Yeah, he's older than me by 2 years. Older than Austin by 1.
Gosh, it's half
Tell him the
Jesse's
age in public.
30 years younger than Jesse. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Because the Keenan Allen side of this whole thing is interesting because I think that's kind of the piece that, I think our emailer last week, not going to say his name, but where he's saying, this is kind of the piece that got the trade over the board here. Keenan Allen felt like that for me, where I just kind of threw him in there just to get the deal done. But as far as like Baker Mayfield goes, that was the toughest valuation for me in the deal. It's trying to figure out what his value currently is. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I want to ask you, what do you value Baker in this piece? Like, is it straight for Hampton? Is that where you?
Or is it Harrison plus the second? Or I don't know.
Yeah, like how are you evaluating this? Because to me, that is the hardest aspect of this.
Yeah, and it's weird too because I couldn't like really break it up that way just because I felt like two of the players' value are very close in Amari Hampton and Marvin Harrison. And then Travis Hunter's also a really tough evaluation as far as like, how you think of him. I'm maybe a little bit more optimistic than some. So I just thought of it more so like, okay, 3 players that I really have high hopes for, that I really like the talent. It just needs to click. One guy on the other side in Puka Nacua that I really, really like the talent on. And I think he's performing amazing, but Stafford, right? That's the big question mark. Who knows what that comes down to, even if that comes down to like wide receiver 7, 8, 9, perennially or annually rather. I think that's probably likely. And then Baker is just one of those where, for me, it's tough to say, hey, can this guy replicate this every season? Because for me, this is out of nowhere, right? Like this kind of performance is out of nowhere, where he is obviously front running the MVP race. Looks like a whole different league right now. So, yeah, I don't know.
Baker's been playing a version of this for the last 2 years.
I mean, he's had 3 different OCs in 3 years, right? But he's
It's
still
now
doing the same thing.
Yeah,
He's-
it's now
he's
the Baker
balling now.
offense.
But this is
Yeah.
but it's hard not to say this is another step forward. Like this is
Yeah,
this is different than what he's been doing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
the
he
guy
hasn't been
does-
great, but
he does
this
seem to get
season has
better
been like
every year.
top 3, top 4.
And he's not
caliber
doing it with his
quarterback.
full
I mean-
complement of weapons, even, is the scary thing. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine if he had all 3 wide receivers healthy and a healthy Bucky?
I mean, last year he was QB4 with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns. So, I mean, he's probably on pace for something similar. He's eliminating the turnovers currently. He had 16 interceptions last year and his own pace he has 1 right now. So
yeah, that's insane.
There's just so much risk on your side, Chad. I understand for players with that kind of upside that you have to give up elite players on the other side, but you're giving up 2 of the very few matchup proof players that are out there right now, Puka and Baker. I assume you're not competing. Like
no, I was kind of like middle of the pack. Yeah, being pretty much dragged by my feet by Baker and Puka.
Yeah,
to the middle. So
I get it. So if that's your plan is to get those points off your roster, then it's kind of hard to get better names than those 3. I guess.
That's what I was thinking too. Is to be realistic about it, Hampton, Harrison, and Travis Hunter are probably going to let me lose a little bit more this year, which is something I'm more than happy to do because I really don't want to be sitting middle of the pack. I have all my own picks. I have a few other guys' picks, and then also that early second I mentioned that is locked in 201. It doesn't get any more 201 than that pick is. Sorry, Tim. Is Tim. Anyways.
I could see Hampton and Puka's value being fairly equal in a year. And Amari and Hampton looks like he's locked in once he's healthy. So and it's not like he's been an injury guy in the past. So I'm fine. And it's not like he's got a small frame that you think is going to get injured. He's a big dude. He's a running back, so yeah, he's got injury he's got injury risk more than a wide receiver, but Puka gets hurt all the time. So it feels like he's leaving the field he's limping off the field every other play. So, as far as that side of it goes, I understand. It's just that the Travis Hunter and Marvin Harrison are so up in the air. What's going to happen with them? Travis Hunter needs to develop as a player. Luckily for him, he does seem to be in a good environment to do that. Marvin Harrison is not in a good environment. He just needs to be used properly. I think he's a much more finished product. It's just, again, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I would be extremely surprised if you saw both Petzing and Kyler Murray. That's their offensive coordinator, right? Drew Petzing.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. I would be surprised if you saw all 3 of those people together next year: Marvin Harrison, Kyler, and that offensive coordinator. So
I don't think Kyler's going to make it.
I don't know if Kyler makes it. Yeah,
he'll be a starting quarterback somewhere.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about with the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Chad, who are your quarterbacks in this league? I guess to kind of give more.
I've got young guys. So I've got Jaxson Dart. I've got Cam Ward, JJ McCarthy, and I think Bo Nix. There's a Drake fan.
Jeez. So you had 5 quarterbacks? Man. Okay. That makes me stomach it a little bit. That makes me stomach it a little bit more. Yeah. Because I was just worried.
Yeah,
it's always hard for me to trade a QB, especially an elite QB, and to not get a quarterback back in the
I'm set at quarterback. Yeah, and it was really just about getting rid of a quarterback, and out of all the guys I have for the prices they're going for, I just wanted to get Baker off my roster for what I feel is a decent return, and then also push my pick up maybe 3-4 spots in return.
Did you have to do the Puka part of it, or did you volunteer that part of it?
I volunteered Baker. He was after Puka. Okay. That's the side.
What was he wanting to pay for Puka? How far apart were y'all there? So obviously you came to the conclusion, but where was he at with Puka?
Yeah, so he was wanting to give me Amari and Hampton and his first for Puka.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. So that was like the original deal. He's probably going to win the league, especially now. Anything can happen in the playoffs, but his team is significantly stronger than the second guy. He's kind of going against here, but for me, Amari and Hampton, I think is probably an underrated asset at this point. post injury. I would say it's dropped off a little bit. I've seen quite a number of trades where if he was healthy, I don't think you see those. And I really like the player a lot. You guys know I had him and Bijan in the same tier this offseason coming out. So
Genty.
Genty. Yes. I had him and Genty in the same tier coming out. So
he'll be locked in top 10 dynasty running back.
Yeah. I like him a lot. So that part I was fine with. But I couldn't move Baker. I tried all season. Say all season, we're 6-7 weeks in, but I've tried, the whole time. Every week I'm trying to move Baker. Every good game he has, I'm like, anybody want Baker? Messaging people, hey, quarterback went down. What's going on? Here's Baker. Nobody interested. And I think it's because this guy too his team is so good that everybody's just like, no, not doing it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of put me in a bind too.
The trouble I have with trading Puka and the trouble I really have with this trade overall is that of all of the wide receivers not named Chase and Jefferson, the two that I could see being wide receiver 1 are Puka and ARSB.
Malik Neighbors.
Well, not this year. Going into next year, I could see Puka ascending to that point. With the quarterback troubles that the other two guys have, and just the game that he has going right now, if he stays healthy, I could see him being dynasty wide receiver 1. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's the kind of heat that he has. That's the kind of wide receiver that he is, and he just keeps getting better.
I mean, I think he's already valued there. I think
he is definitely valued there at the moment.
I was going to say
dynasty wide receiver 1.
Well, those other teams that have quarterback questions, the Rams do too, because Stafford's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
That's true,
he could be done this year for all we know. So.
That was the main thing for me. Like Puka at his current value, if he had a younger quarterback that was balling out, like let's say Jaxson Dart was there and he has these numbers, or somebody like Baker was there and with the Rams, and he had those numbers. Like I'd be like, okay, this is a guy I'm holding on to for the long haul. But with the Stafford element, there's just room for a drop in there, and for me, that's enough for me to say, okay, I can use not having the points right now, and then also I can take a little bit more of a risk on the guys I'm getting in return. Just because I do value my picks moving up quite a bit in this league, particularly. So,
okay.
I think last thing I'll say is I'm just genuinely worried about Travis Hunter and his development playing both sides of the ball. He's turned from like a great wide receiver to meh because he doesn't spend all of his time there, and so that genuinely worries me moving forward with him. So I feel like his value's dropped a lot. That's the one piece that would actually make me pick the other side. But I think the upside of what you got is definitely there. So
yeah, it'd be interesting. It is one of the riskier trades I can ever remember making. So just one kind of one of those trades where it's league specific. Like, you have issues moving some pieces. You kind of got to make some concessions and try to get a deal done. So that's what happened here. But I appreciate. Well, first I guess we'll ask here. Did I win the trade? Yes or no, Jesse?
No.
Austin?
No.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm going no too. I thought I was going to be the only one saying no.
No, I was joking, Chad. Really, I need a year to tell you that.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. We'll keep recording, and then a year down the road, we'll need a lot of segments, but
yeah, we'll just keep recording for
the whole time,
nonstop,
the whole time
for a year,
nonstop.
Woo! Yeah. You better click those auto downloads, boys. I got a mortgage to pay.
But anyways, appreciate it. I feel like you guys were a little nicer to me than you probably could have been. So,
I didn't give my opinion, so we'll keep it at that.
Yeah, shut up, Austin. Anyways, this has been Trade Banger of the Week. Glad I could embarrass myself today. And you can reach out to us at dynfo.official@gmail.com, and maybe we can embarrass you. So
That's right.
All right. Next segment is going to be Team Frankenstein. So far through 6 weeks, we've had lots of injuries, lots of backups. So we're going to go position by position for some of these backup guys. And I'm going to ask you guys, if you're a contender, what are we paying for these guys? Who do you believe in? And who are you actually actively trading for? So I'll do quarterbacks and tight ends with Chad first. We'll start with the quarterbacks. So we got Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco recently traded, playing tonight. Mac Jones.
Yeah, at this point, the only one that I'm even contemplating is Flacco, and that's really by default because the other guys might not be playing very long. Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy. There's a good chance he comes back. He was, I think, limited at practice last time I looked. Mac Jones, Purdy is coming back pretty soon here. Kyler is gonna take that job back. Although, man, if you watch Brissett versus the Colts, he looked really good. Like, you guys seen that video? I forget the guy's name, that content creator. I think it's like RDC World or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like the backup the starting quarterback on the sideline, and he's like cheering on the backup quarterback who's playing, but he starts playing a little bit too good. Everybody starts getting excited on the sideline, and he's like, "Hey, hold on, relax." But
so he looked good when he wasn't under pressure. And the line did hold up pretty well, but his numbers under pressure were some of the worst in the league this week.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like a backup. That's what he looked like a good backup, which is what he is.
He was willing to like get rid of the ball a lot more quickly than Kyler, and throw it downfield. Throw it up. I mean, unfortunately, Marvin Harrison went out early, but he was willing to actually make some of those throws that doesn't seem Kyler's, real happy to like quick decisions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Flat a third, right? Yeah, third. I sent somebody a trade for Flacco earlier this week. I sent a third over, and he countered with a second, and I was like, dude, what are we doing right now?
Yeah,
right.
No
I mean, you're only starting Flacco as an emergency for a week.
It was for Josh Allen's bye this week is the only reason I even sent the offer. So I'm like, no, man, I'm like trying to help you out here. He's awful. I need to be nice. Not a good team, but he's rebuilding, right? So I was like, look, dude, I'm just trying to help you out here, man. Yeah, like, subtract some points off your team. Take the third. Trades. Yeah, I'm like, you're helping your picks out. You're getting another pick. Like, it's a dude you had no value on, and you're not getting a second from anybody. So, anyways, but yeah, that's the price. Third for Flacco. Flacco's really the only kind of relevant guy going forward, unless Kyler continues to do Kyler things, and maybe we see Brissett take over. But I'm not willing to bank on that.
Mike's gone. You have to leave and come back, Mike.
No, that it is an interesting thought though. Mac Jones, performing so well in that offense, which I would expect most quarterbacks of the Mac Jones kind of build to do well in that offense. But Brock Purdy's been doing well for a very long time in that offense, so it's absolutely not a threat. And the way Purdy is played, before the injury, there's no real chatter there for me. I don't know what you guys think on that.
Yeah, I agree completely. This, if you have Purdy, sure, try to get Mac done in a throw in, but otherwise, I'm not paying anything for him.
Yeah.
Wentz is the same
that was
thing
fine.
for me, except for McCarthy actually hasn't done it. Wentz has looked fine enough that, McCarthy, the high ankle sprain, it looks like I don't think he plays this week again. So, if Wentz keeps playing well enough, there's no reason for them to rush McCarthy back, because that's a good enough team that, he could, I would like to have Wentz more than Mac Jones is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
I
agree with that.
But what do they do though once McCarthy's healthy? It's a controversy if they don't start him, right?
You don't let people know. You just have him as limited.
Yeah,
for a month.
Fake an injury. You got to.
You just keep the high ankle sprain as limited. I mean, there's no unless he comes out, which would be a detriment on him to do. Nobody's going to come out and say, "Oh, he's not really hurt now," especially if the team's winning.
Yeah.
So
yeah, teams do that all the time, I'm sure.
Exactly.
So that's the thing too. Like, you think about the quarterbacks they let walk out of the door this past offseason.
Yeah.
It's if McCarthy doesn't do well and he's not put into a position where he can perform really well, it's really not a good look for the organization.
Oh, Kwesi. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, Darnold looks really good in Seattle right now.
He looks
Daniel Jones,
top of the league good, to be honest.
I mean,
I always forget Daniel Jones was there.
Two guys in both the quarterbacks that left this past offseason are in the MVP discussion. Like, when has that ever happened?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and call it, and I'm sorry, Chad, but Daniel Jones falls off before the end of the season. He's looking more and more like Daniel Jones as the season goes.
He looked
the first couple weeks.
He looked good this past week.
I don't think
he looked a little
turnover-worthy throws.
A little up and
last
down.
week. Yeah, he looked more like Daniel Jones from the Daniel Jones I remember. So I think we see a fall off.
I think you know what I think? I think that the leash for Daniel Jones, and not the leash with the Colts. I think the leash in people's mind is a lot shorter than it is with other guys. When other quarterbacks have a down week or they throw a pick, it's looked at differently than when Daniel Jones does it. I think he's looked really consistent, and all of his advanced metrics show that he's been one of the more consistent quarterbacks in the league this year.
Yeah, well, I think that's natural, people, because same thing happened.
No,
with Darnold.
it is natural. I'm not
with Baker,
begrudging it, but I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where Daniel Jones has looked really good this season. Now people will argue like the TDs and stuff aren't there, but that's because he's also getting the rushing TDs, and they're doing a lot of like Jonathan Taylor, getting the short yardage TDs because he's been so dominant this year. And people have even used that as an excuse for Daniel Jones performing well, and I use the word excuse on purpose there. But if you actually watch the Colts game, which I've watched every Colts game this season, they have come out and thrown the ball before they run. They throw the ball to open up the run. And they've done that almost every single game this season. It's not Jonathan Taylor rushing for 1,000,000 yards and then them, coming in and then Daniel Jones figuring things out in the passing game. It is definitely the other way around. So I'm not saying he's going to keep up what he's been doing this whole season or this, up to this point of the season. But I'm just saying, for whatever you got him for and where he's currently probably being valued, it's still a bit of a bargain in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's playing well. A little, not quite like what he was the first couple of weeks. I don't think he's quite at MVP level, but he's playing well.
I agree totally with that. Yeah,
the first couple of weeks he was the best quarterback in the NFL. So I mean, that's like not really, it's tough to maintain that for an entire season. But I think he's comfortably in the top 7, top 8.
Okay.
Right on.
Well, we'll move on to tight end till Mike gets here. For tight end, he has Michael Mayer, Dawson Knox, and Cade Otton. Chad, any of those guys interest you? And if so, which one the most?
Oh, man. Probably Mayer. If I had to pick one, but really none of them. I mean, the only reason I say Mayer is because they've shown that they want to use Mayer, even when Bowers is healthy. I say, quote unquote. So I don't know if that's going to continue. If it continues, it's a dang shame. But it's that whole dynamic is so weird. Whereas the other two, it's just a product of the injury for me. Kincaid's looked really, really good. As soon as he comes back in the lineup, Knox is going to disappear. Cade Otton is not really doing much. He's going to be Cade Otton. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you default to Cade Otton because he's a starter, but
yeah, that's kind of where I was at. I think I would take Cade.
The thing with Cade Otton is when all the wide receivers were hurt last year, he got 1 million dump off targets. Yep. And can he do that again? I guess right now. Wow. But it does look like Mike Evans is getting closer to coming back. And just like Mike Casper, Mike Evans and Mike Casper are both on their way back.
It was also like a different like coordinator and everything. It doesn't seem they haven't shown the same preferential treatment to Cade Otton when injuries happen that they did show before. Now we're seeing some of the wide receivers further down the depth chart really come out and ball out. So to me, it just looks different. I don't think Cade Otton is ever relevant as far as the season goes. Maybe if situations change, but
well, actually, he did get a bunch of run last week.
Yeah,
once he got hurt,
yeah,
so that does kind of lend a little credit to it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not like it's some high upside play. It's definitely a floor play.
Yeah, I want to see when the game plan is designed, like right when it's not a something has happened, we're reacting to it, but an actual game plan is made. If Cade Otton is a featured part of the game plan, I just have doubts on it, and because I just don't think he's that good.
I have a question. So obviously we know who Tez Johnson is. He came out. We scouted him last year on the show. But Cam Johnson, who's Cameron Johnson?
Well, we will get there a little bit later in the show sheet, but we can go ahead if you would like.
just real quick, Austin, tell me where did this guy come from?
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot. I don't know who he is. I picked him up in like 20 leagues, but
I did. He spent a lot of fab on him, Austin.
He came out. Yeah.
He came out of nowhere for everyone, right?
Well, he came out of Barton College. If you can tell me where that is, then we'll give you the win for the week, Jesse.
Nah, I don't know where Barton College
I have no idea either.
Gonna guess Nevada.
Oh, that's my guess. The state. Oh, yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm gonna guess.
Oh, I should know.
Maryland.
This. Nope,
it's definitely not Maryland.
No, it's Wilson, North Carolina.
What? Oh, North Carolina was my next. I knew it was somewhere on the East Coast.
There's a college in Wilson.
I guess.
I mean, it's Barton.
There's like literally nothing else there.
How have you never heard of Barton College?
35,000 undergrad tuition.
Yeah, it makes sense.
In 2024.
35,000.
No, that's how many people graduated in 2024. How have I never heard of that? It's like 3 hours from me.
That's
you
pretty
guys
big.
Are living under a rock.
Yeah.
Shout out Barton.
Yeah.
And what's
Cam
their
Johnson.
What's their mascot?
Oh, I don't know. I already closed it, but I got you.
Okay.
It's a creek.
It's a camel.
The Barton Creeks.
Yeah. And I think they play Alabama next week, so it's gonna be a good game.
That sounds like an Alabama game. They're the Bulldogs.
Oh, okay. Shout out Bulldogs.
But yeah, I mean, Cam, he looked good. I picked him up literally in 5 or 6 leagues. He just looked pretty good. So Tez Johnson isn't an every down receiver.
No.
At least somebody's going to be. I mean, this Cam Johnson's not much bigger. He's 5'10", 170, but he makes Tez Johnson look like a child still.
Hey, did you guys see the Tez Johnson video interview where they were talking to him about the touchdown and
chanting
they
MVP.
started chanting MVP after his reception, and he went to Sterling Shepard and he was like, hey man, what? You hear that? They're chanting MVP. He's like, I haven't done anything this year. He's like, bro, they're talking about Baker, man. They're not talking about you, Tez.
First touchdown.
That's awesome.
I loved it. I love that he told that story, though. He was like, hey, I got something funny to tell you guys. I was like, good on you, man.
All right, so we finished up quarterback and
tight ends. All right, well, let's just go to wide receivers since we were talking about them already. So we had Tez Johnson, Cameron Johnson for the Bucks for injured Egbuka, Godwin, and Evans. Kendrick Bourne for the 49ers, for Pearsall, Jennings, Ayuk, who've been out. Trey Tucker on the Raiders had that one big explosive game. So what do we think, Austin? Any of these guys worth anything? You buying any of them?
I mean, Trey Tucker's definitely worth something. Whether I'm going to pay what he's worth currently is a different question.
What's he worth currently? What have you seen?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he's worth, but I don't think he's wide receiver 10 on the season. So
well, you're not getting Trey Tucker for what you think you're getting Trey Tucker for.
Yeah, I mean, he's had 4 10 points or better games in regular PPR. So, I mean, he's going to go for at least a second, and I'm not paying that. But he's definitely the most interesting piece of the ones you mentioned. I'm only interested in Kendrick Bourne if Mac Jones is playing. I've learned today that they're best friends. I did not know that. I wish I did. It would have been great information to know. But yeah, they're best friends. So if Mac Jones plays, Kendrick Bourne, I probably will trade for. But otherwise, I mean, one of the Bucs guys will be good. I'm not going to believe it's Tez Johnson, so I guess Cameron Johnson. And I would pay Fab. That's about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving a draft pick for him for a guy that, especially if Evans could play this week.
I can't wait for Tez Johnson's breakout next week.
He definitely could.
He could. Yeah. None of those 3 are playing.
All right, let's go through a couple real quick players with Trey Tucker. Would you rather have Trey Tucker or Rondé Gadsden?
Gadsden.
Trey Tucker. Okay. Trey Tucker or Juwan Jennings?
Jennings.
That
one's closer, though.
I'd probably take Trey Tucker.
I think I'll take Tucker, too. Tucker or Keenan Allen?
Keenan.
Yeah.
Tucker or Kayshon Boutte?
Oh, give me the booty.
I'll take Tucker.
I'd take Tucker, too.
Tucker's my dog's name. I just actually put that together, too. So that's one of my dogs' name's Tucker. So I have to trade for him somewhere now.
Or you could trade for Tucker Kraft. That would probably be the better decision.
I got a couple Kraft shares. Okay.
I have a Trey Tucker share that I drafted.
Nice.
I feel good about that one. I've started
Good job.
this year. Yeah.
He was one of my most rostered players up until, I think he might still be one of my most rostered players because I'm not dropping him or trading him. So, but I remember when I looked. Now. Yeah, I know, right? I should.
You know it stinks is my preseason deep waiver wire ad was Kendrick Bourne, but we never got to say it on the pod. we had it for 2 weeks going. Who was our deep ad? And mine totally was Bourne because of the wide receiver injuries. So
yeah, that one I like.
Turns out
it seems like they're just cursed with injuries. The Niners. So if he's the guy that's healthy, I'm keeping him. You know, obviously between him and MVS Juwan Jennings has 5 broken ribs and a shin and a shoulder. So he was
a lower and upper high ankle sprain.
He was a decoy. He literally didn't get a target till the 4th quarter. And then there was someone else that they were running out there too. Someone else's corpse. So Kendrick Bourne is obviously the priority at receiver. Although Kittle will probably be back within a week or 2.
Oh,
he's supposed to be back this week.
He's going to play this week.
Yeah, he said he's playing this week.
All right. Well, he still blocks quite a bit. So
yeah, Bourne will see the field for sure.
Yeah, he's looked great. I can't believe I picked him up. I had 0 fab left in redraft, and I needed a flex, and I was the only one that bid on him. I was really psyched.
Nice. Well, let's get to the position everybody likes then, I guess. Maybe he has more needle moving. So running back, Jesse. So we've got...
handcuff for life?
Yeah. Jesse loves his handcuffs. All right, so we got Vidal for the Chargers, who had a big breakout week in Hampton's absence. Rashad White. And Jesse said I should mention Sean Tucker for some reason for Bucky Irving.
No idea why.
I love me some Sean Tucker.
Then we got Bam Knight and Michael Carter for the Trey Benson and Arizona backfield. Rico Dowdle, back-to-back 200-yard games coming in for Chuba Hubbard. Is that going to be more of a 50-50? Jordan Mason for Aaron Jones, and then Woody Marks, we'll say just for the sake of the corpse of Nick Chubb and the Houston backfield. Who do you
Yeah,
like, Jesse, and what are you paying?
Yeah, the guys that I really like here are Vidal. I have tons of Vidal. I had him on practice squads. I picked him up for Fab last week. So I have tons of him. Rico, obviously. I think that's going to be a much more close split when it comes back. Austin, what do you think?
I have no idea. I would assume Chuba gets the first touch, and I think Rico, especially this week, probably still sees 65% of the touches. They're going to nurse Chuba's calf injury, so that's what he missed at the end of last year for, and he re-injured it in week 2. So he's going to play this week, but I think you're probably looking at 65-35 split this week. And as Chuba gets more healthy, you're correct. It'll go towards 50-50. But if Canales wants to keep the locker room, Rico has to be the main guy this week to see if he can do it again.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so, I mean, Rico's got to be he and Vidal have to be the priorities here because Vidal, it seems like he's rest of the season, right? And then, although I guess Hampton might come back towards the end of the year. Is that right?
I mean, it's high
I'm not
ankle,
sure.
right? Is that high ankle for?
I think they said 4 weeks.
Yeah, I
4
don't
weeks?
think he's out.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
much.
I don't
thought
think
it was
it's the
much longer.
season, no.
Okay. So, well, then that bumps him down quite a bit. But I can see Vidal carving a role as the second back there. Haskins really doesn't provide much that Hampton doesn't already give you. Vidal is a different skill set. He looked like Eckler out there to me. Wearing number 30, little squat body, powerful, quick, good pass catcher. I like him a lot. That being said, he's not worth more than a third. Dowdle, on the other hand, I do think is probably worth a late second. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure.
You just can't deny it.
Yeah, and Rashad White's worth more than that. I'm just not doing it. I just will
Hey,
never have
Jesse.
any Rashad White.
Does he look good?
He actually did
Huh?
kind of look good.
Does he look good? Like I just need to know, like, because I feel like he looks pretty dang good.
Mike, you got to drop out and come back. But yeah, he actually did look good on some runs. He actually
2 weeks
slashed
in a
and
row,
looked
sir.
quick, and I was surprised. But it doesn't matter. I mean, guys can get better. We were just talking about Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Rashad. I still have a ton of shares because he wasn't worth anything, so I kept him. And I've started him the past 2 weeks, and I mean, he looks like a good running back, which
I have
is
a ton
nice
of
to
Sean
see.
Tucker. I have a ton of Sean Tucker shares because he is big and fast, and that's
And
it.
still not good. That's the
If
problem.
he ever gets his opportunity, he's fine. He's got good vision. He's big. He's fast. He just can't move laterally. He's a little bit of a refrigerator on wheels.
The name for me at all this you haven't mentioned that for Dynasty, the one I want the most is Woody Marks.
Okay. I mean, he had that 1 week that he looked good, and otherwise he's stuck in the mud.
He's not
I mean,
getting
I
the
know.
touches still. I don't know how you go from doing that good to getting like 6 touches the next week. I don't understand how that's possible, but
It's got to be rookie stuff. He's got to be making rookie mistakes in practice. And
yeah,
not lining
I
up
guess
right or
so. But
whatever.
I mean, Mixon, I don't. He might have lost his foot by now, for all we know. Chubb plays like he's lost his foot, so before the season's over, Marks is going to become the 1A there, and I mean, to me, he looks like a more than capable 3-down back. So that's the name I would like out of everyone mentioned, unless I'm a high-end contender, and then Rico probably jumps that.
I mean, the bar's so low, he doesn't even have to be more than capable. He just has to be
true.
a little less than capable.
Yeah, he needs
And,
2 feet.
Yeah, I mean, the bar they've set is exceedingly low at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
which is sad to say because I was really, really rooting for Chubb to come back strong.
If I needed a running back, Jordan Mason isn't a terrible option, but I'm not paying the second that person
No.
wants.
Absolutely
not
not
at all.
I feel like if you either had Jordan Mason when Aaron Jones got hurt, or you missed the boat. That's just
Yeah.
kind of where you're at.
And you should have sold him when Aaron Jones got hurt,
Yeah. Well,
to be honest.
unless you need that depth.
Yeah, but you get better depth. You could have traded Jordan Mason for Rico in a second and got the same production before Chuba got hurt. Before he got hurt.
Okay, but you didn't know Rico was going to go do
But
that.
my point is they're both flex plays. and then Chuba gets hurt and Rico does this, where Jordan Mason, outside of the first week off of some gimmicky catches, he hasn't looked good. He's hardly a flex play. That's what I'm getting
he
at.
looks fine. He looks fine. He's a power back, which we're finding out you don't like power backs.
That's true.
He's a power back with some speed, and he's a good effective back. He was good for the Niners. He's good in this system. I think he'll be effective. While if I need an RB2, Jordan Mason, actually, I might give up my late second because it's a cheap option. I think he'll provide you points.
Okay.
I mean, the problem is he does come out on all passing third downs, and a lot of passing downs he does come out, and Xavier Scott comes in, and that'll be Aaron Jones in the future. But yeah, at least a solid flex play.
I mean, I guess
Am I crazy, Chad?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. No opinion from me on it.
Yeah.
I think you're crazy.
He's been RB2 twice this year out of all the games. RB2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to evaluate some of that too, though, because their offense was non-functional with J.J. McCarthy.
I mean, he had his second best game with J.J. McCarthy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, yeah. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, right on. All these guys are that way a little bit. I mean, I want them more than I want the recycle corpses of cut Jets, Bam Knight, and Michael Carter.
That's true.
I mean,
Bam Knight looked really good. Really good.
He looked all right. That's another guy.
He looked good. He looked good.
Power.
Bam Knight looked good. I don't care what anybody said. I never heard of the dude before.
You never heard of Zonovan Knight?
Oh, is that Bam Knight?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Yes, from the Jets.
Oh.
He's not just nobody.
I just kept hearing Bam Knight. I was like, who's Bam Knight? That's no.
He was a
really
thing
good
a couple years ago when Brees got hurt.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, I remember him now. But yeah,
he and Michael Carter both have been squad guys since though.
He looked like a significant improvement over Michael Carter. It's Hey, I mean, if maybe not knowing who he was while I was watching the game helped, but he looked good.
Okay. He didn't look good. He didn't look better than Sean Tucker or Jordan Mason.
He looked better than Sean Tucker.
Yes, he did.
That's
Tucker
really
not that
good
hard,
on that
though.
touchdown. Bounced it outside, power into the end zone.
With that nice touchdown, it still averaged a solid 4 yards a carry.
Okay.
Because that's who he is.
I mean, yards per carry, is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, I don't have the advanced stuff because I don't care about Sean Tucker's advanced metrics, so I'm giving you yards per carry.
He's a good enough run.
Yeah, there's a reason.
All right. I think we should stick a wooden stake in the heart of the segment.
I agree. Let's do it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Frankenstein.
All right, y'all. You ready for some trick or treat?
Yes.
This is the best part of Halloween. You either get candy or you get a pack of trick or trade Pokemon cards.
And Jesse's not handing them out. He's out there in costume, ringing doorbells, no kids.
That's right. No kids.
Trying to figure out what neighborhood has the full-size Snicker bars.
And my costume is just what I wore to work that day.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a chef.
They're like, oh,
right.
So what are you, big guy? I'm the general manager at a restaurant.
All right, y'all. So trick or treat is I have a trade scenario. You're forced into it, and you tell me if that's a treat or if it's trick. You ready?
Okay.
Let's do it.
You've already made this trade. You are trading Trey Benson, and you're getting back Dallas Goedert and a late second. Trick or treat?
Treat.
Got you, Austin. I got you to admit Dallas Goedert is good.
Yeah, because you put Trey Benson with him.
And a
What
second.
do you expect? Yeah. I mean, that's the best piece. That's the best piece of the whole trade is the second, but at least I'm getting it on top with Goedert.
Wait, so you wouldn't give a second for either one of those guys?
I would for Goddard if I need a tight end, yeah.
You
I'm
would
not
give a
buying
second
Trey
for
Benson.
Trey Benson?
No, I would
He's gonna
give
be
a
starting
second for
running back.
Rico. I would give a second for many other names before Trey Benson.
That's crazy. You're in the minority.
Absolutely. I am.
I have
That's
to
fine.
say. Chad,
But
what do you?
I would not give a second for Trey Benson at this
Oh
point.
my goodness.
There's just better options to give.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Who? Like
I'm not
Charbonnet?
saying paying a second
No.
for Trey Benson is crazy. I'm just saying there's plenty of other players I'd rather spend that capital on.
Yeah, I mean, the second for Benson's absolutely fair. I just not going to do it.
What about Goddard? To me, he's like one of the biggest values in Dynasty right now. If you're in a tight end premium league, geez, I couldn't think of that word. If you're in a premium league, Goddard's a heck of a flex, man. He's touchdowns in 4 straight games, 5 touchdowns in a non-functional offense. There's always that one guy that eats because nobody else can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane that I think he's almost 20% target share too.
Uh-huh.
They were like, hey, guys, you remember what we did the last 3-4 years? Let's reverse it, and let's only give the ball to Goddard, and then nobody else. And
really, it was just last year that he was previously, when he was in there, he was putting up points.
But that's the thing. They won the Super Bowl, though.
Last year that they were just so on fire everywhere, and it really, everyone takes a backseat when Saquon's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's an easy treat. So we can go ahead and move on.
Okay.
And yes, Goddard is a buy. Like, it's
beautiful.
I don't know what his cost is because I haven't tried.
Yeah,
so it's probably more than what I want it to be.
I don't think he's a buy.
Yeah, it's probably more than I want it to be,
but yeah, I don't think he's a buy. I think if you're buying now, you're paying more than you probably need to on Goddard.
I'd pay a second and a third.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I'd pay that. But I don't think anybody that has Goddard at this point that's using him is giving you a second and is giving you him for a second and a third.
If there's a team that's like starting a rebuild or a middle rebuild and has players, has Goddard and waiting to trade him, I would pounce.
Would you pay Njoku in a second?
What's that?
Would you pay Njoku in a second?
Yeah, I would.
I feel like that's risky. I feel like
Njoku in a third. I think it's a little more fair. Okay. But that does that even make sense to anyone?
I don't think you're getting that though. That's the thing is like it's easy to say those things just because we've seen what Goddard has been and done for quite a while now. But people that have him on their rosters at this point of the season either want him or they're waiting for something, right? They're waiting for a little bit more. I don't think you're just walking up to somebody and saying, here's any late second, give me Goddard. I don't envision that happening.
No. Mike, welcome back. Number one.
Great to be back.
Number two, you have Trey Benson and you're trading him for Dallas Goedert and a second. Is that a trick or a treat?
Sweet. That's a treat.
Okay. Nice. So you agree that Goddard's a buy? Would you pay these? Neither one of these.
I mean, I didn't say that, but I like the
whole point of the segment. Apparently,
yeah.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're
Goddard is the best tight end ever. Okay, next segment.
Neither one of these guys wants to pay a second for Trey Benson. Would you do that, Mike?
Not right now. No.
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 Look into your crystal ball. You don't think in a few weeks he's going to be balling out.
No.
I would do that. I would do that so fast. Y'all, any Trey Bensons that you have, send to me for a second.
I like how you told us we were in the minority.
And now we're at the 75% majority.
Yeah. All right. Mike, you have Saquon Barkley and you are trading him for Rashee Rice and Dylan Sampson. Is that a trick or a treat?
I'm gonna say that's a trick. Sampson does nothing for me, but yeah.
Okay. Austin?
Treat. Give me Rashee Rice before he plays a game at this discounted price.
Okay. Chad?
This is a good trade.
It's a good trade.
It is a good trade.
Yeah.
It's a good trade. I'm gonna say like it's not maybe not a trick or a treat, Maybe it's like a Milky Way.
Oh, that's a treat. I love that.
That's a trick.
I love Milky Way,
Is it Milky Way?
Milky Way.
especially the cookie dough one.
Definitely a trick.
That's
Well,
a
then,
trick.
yeah. Well, then you're getting rid of the bad part of Milky Way when you get the cookie dough in.
You guys don't like nougat? It's
Yeah.
chocolate and nougat.
So is Three Musketeers worse?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I
So
love
Milky Way
nougat.
has caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah,
and
so
nougat.
here are the
I love-
stages.
I love caramel.
Three Musketeers is just nougat and chocolate. You add caramel to that, you get Milky Way. You
I
add
thought that was
peanuts to
Snickers.
you add peanuts to that, you get Snickers.
Oh.
But see, but Snickers hides the caramel so well, and that's the
Yeah, I
best
mean-
part about it. Like
Yes.
Milky Way is just like it's too much. It's too much caramel.
Snickers really is one of the best candy bars out there.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah, Snickers. Is
Snickers almond. Mm.
It's not as good as Reese's. But
Snickers
it's a banger.
almond.
I love that one. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
I've never
old
tried the
old
almond.
man stuff, Chad. Give it a couple more years.
What do you mean? It was like a new flavor 10 years ago.
Mike, I have a feeling. Not I have a feeling. I know. Mike is a dude that like falls for all the new candy advertising and all the new energy drink flavor advertising. He's like, "Oh, Red Bull came out with a new flavor. Got to go get it." I know.
Not
Mike's
Red
that
Bull,
guy.
but C4. Yeah, for sure. They had lemonade this summer. It was amazing.
I never once thought about an almond Snickers.
Nah.
Dude, that's been
It
out
does sound
for
pretty good.
decades.
No,
I
it
feel
does,
like.
but it does.
Yeah,
But
really
it's
good.
just it's hard. Like Reese's does the same thing too. They come out with a new.
Oh, they just came out with the Chips Ahoy one.
Oh,
it's
I did
so
have that
good.
one. It's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
See,
It's so good.
I haven't
Reese's
even
always
had
comes
that.
out with the new stuff. I like the peanut butter and jelly Reese's cups.
That was good,
Those are
too.
Good.
Yeah.
I haven't had
Really
that.
good.
I
Yeah,
feel-
grape or jelly.
I feel like next
mean,
week
grape
or the
orange
week
or
after,
something.
we're going to have to do like a Halloween candy ranking show. Or
Yeah,
something
we're gonna have
now.
to do that.
We're so off
Yeah,
the rails.
We can do that next week for sure.
Rashee
Yeah,
Rice
but-
turned into Snickers talk.
But back to the point. This is definitely like a Milky Way trade to me.
Okay, so
It's
mid.
candy, but like
That's a treat.
I could be on either side. Like one day it's cool, one day it's not great.
I would
So.
prefer Samson being like a second or something, but I don't know if that can happen.
Yeah, you think you could get that?
I
Maybe.
would sell Saquon if I could, for sure.
Maybe.
I'll be honest. I think I would sell Saquon straight up for Rashee Rice.
I was going to ask you if you'd do it straight
Yeah.
up. 'Cause that'd be
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson was a throw-in, really.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Sampson's an interesting throw-in because if Judkins gets hurt, he's going to gain significant value.
For sure.
Yeah.
But as of now, he's not beating out Jerome Ford for snaps.
Well, different roles.
Yeah.
Sampson isn't. I mean, we all agreed Sampson was a guy that needed touches. That's why we were all let down that he went to Cleveland
Yeah.
after they drafted Judkins. He's not a receiving weapon, even though that 1 week he went crazy receiving.
Yeah,
Hmm.
true. True. Yeah, I guess I misjudged that completely. Oops.
Whoops.
All right, next we have you are trading Deebo Samuel for DeAndre Swift and a mid-third. Trick or treat.
What's that
That's
candy
what
with
I was gonna
coconut?
say, too.
What's
Yeah,
that-
almond joy.
Yeah,
All
that's what
Joy's got nuts.
Mounds.
That's what this is. Yeah. Whatever that candy is, that's what this is. I don't
That's
want
an
either
almond
side.
joy. You don't want either side?
No.
I offered you Deebo earlier in the week.
And what I
Awesome.
tell you.
I'll take
Man.
Debo.
Yeah, I said no,
I'll take
thank you.
I'll
I
take
said it was my
Debo
last
here,
option.
But
So it's a
still.
trick for you, Mike.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a trick. I would prefer Deebo over Swift. So yes, it's a trick.
And a third.
Sure.
Chad,
Yeah, give me the Deebo side.
I offered Deebo. I've been trying to trade Deebo all season for 2
Yeah, you
seconds.
have, and off season.
Nobody wants to give me 2 seconds for Deebo. That's all I want.
I was going to offer a third.
I was going to
and
say,
knew
if you could
wouldn't
get
like
1
that.
second, I
A
think that would
third?
be a decent
Yeah.
return.
I
would
just don't
say a
trust
second.
him.
2 seconds for Deebo is kind
I
of.
mean, he's wide receiver 8.
That is
Yeah,
true.
I know.
It-
I get it.
yeah,
I
but
just-
it's-
trading him for it. I'm not trading him for a late second. I'm not doing it. He can die on my roster. I'm not doing it.
well, what were you going to trade him for
Mick
before the
Lawrence
season?
also been out
Rest in
too.
peace, my friend.
I was hoping he would get up to like mid to
second?
early second, mid
second.
to early second.
So
I
if you got an early second, would you turn it down?
No, I would take an early second.
So we talked him
But-
down from 2 seconds to an early second, so that's good.
No,
But who that has an early second is giving him an early second. It's like going to be a rare thing where a contender has an early second.
Has someone's
And
pick.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
but
That's
that
why I say
point-
2 seconds.
I'd
You
rather
know,
just go
two-
get a. Would you rather have Deebo, Diggs, Keenan Allen? Which of those guys would you prefer?
Deebo would be last.
Deebo.
for me.
That's like all Mike wide receivers right there.
That is, yeah. That's an all
Yeah.
Mike.
I think Debo's last for me of those
He's
three.
last for me too.
I would
Even
have
though he's
Deebo.
technically the highest right now in the season.
I'd have him above all those guys. He's also the youngest of all those guys.
Yeah, that's actually tough.
He doesn't feel it, but he is.
Is he younger than Diggs?
Yeah.
Diggs
He's
is
a-
30.
I might
Yeah.
actually be with Jesse on that one. I
Well,
don't know.
Deebo's 29.
Debo
Right?
higher too.
28 or 29.
He's 29.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
All right. Well, that's younger than 30.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, like
I thought Diggs was 29 too.
His body's been through enough to be 35, but he's not
That's
the
true.
49ers anymore, so who knows? He might be healthy
I mean,
now.
No,
No,
Diggs
he's
is
not. He's
31. Diggs is 31.
Diggs is 31. Yeah. So,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he is Deebo is an old 29.
Yeah,
but I'll
Deebo
take
is
him over.
29, about to be 30.
What about Swift, man? I'll tell you what, he looked really good last week.
He did. Finally.
They look like they fixed their run game. The offensive line was getting out there, making some holes. Did you see the 50-something yard touchdown catch to Swift?
Yeah, I want to
He
see a couple more weeks before
He
I
looked really good.
value
Stutter,
him.
stutter, make a guy miss, and then accelerate. Really, really good play.
Yeah.
It's the old stuff from Swift that we always,
Oh, yeah, his one-step cut was amazing. I mean, It was
Exactly.
one of the best I've ever seen coming out of college. That one-step cut was ridiculous.
yeah, his stop and go was always really good.
Yeah.
So, if Chicago's line is firing off like they were in that game, and it's not like they were just playing a pushover, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. The thing is, it's such a week-to-week league.
Yeah.
With 1 week, I just don't have any faith that I'm going to see it again.
Yeah.
I am starting him over DJ Moore in the league, if that says anything.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I've got
Yeah.
him. I've got him in a few lineups.
I mean, I would just I would just say like the Commanders, their rushing defense is not the best in the league. I mean, they're decent, but
Yeah.
they're not world beaters.
They've been this year what I thought they'd be last year, the Commanders. An average team.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it's not like that was the only game that Swift has been good in. I mean, he's put up some decent numbers all year and then showed out this week.
I'm still not buying.
Yeah.
All right. You're trading Derrick Henry. This is a 0.5 premium league. You're getting back Terry McLaurin and Theo Johnson.
Chad, go first here. I need to know how you feel about Theo Johnson before I make my decision.
I
Okay,
don't
that's-
know.
I like it.
I'd take McLaurin and Theo Johnson, just because it's two players, as long as it's a deeper league, and hope Theo Johnson breaks out with Dart. Derrick Henry, are they going to start running the ball more?
No, their defense is too bad.
I mean,
They ran it quite a bit last week. That was their objective. Come out and run the ball.
They were actually in the game for a little bit, but
Yeah.
two.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Lamar's
like-
got to be back, or Henry's, I feel like, just going to tank.
yeah. I mean,
Well, that's the
yeah,
expectation. He'll be back after the bye.
he looked good against the Rams. I just don't know, going forward if it's going to look like, the 11, 12, 13, 14 carry, games he's had previously. And even when Lamar was like, healthy, it wasn't like, we were seeing crazy Derrick Henry play. So, I mean, I don't know.
He got game scripted out of a couple of games.
Yeah.
When the defense was super injured, they've had a few weeks to get healthy in a bye week. I expect they're
I'd
going to
take
get Kyle
Derrick Henry.
Hamilton.
I'll take Derrick Henry.
They're going to get Kyle Hamilton and Roquan back.
I'll
So,
just bet on, as the season
Roquan.
progresses, and defenses start getting worn down, he starts looking a little bit better.
Queen.
I mean, not that he's looked bad. He hasn't looked bad, but, him getting more, consistent production rather. So I'll go with the Derrick Henry side.
Yeah, I'm the same. Trick. I'll take the Henry side.
Trick. What about you, Austin?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, McLaurin, I really want to see him healthy and playing because I hope that it could revitalize Daniels into something like we saw last year. So, like, I want to believe that he's going to play and it's going to look good. But, man, he ain't played all year, and that sucks. Like, that really makes me feel like we're not going to see a good McLaurin when he comes back. But then Henry hasn't been good either, so like it's not like that excites me either. And Chad obviously doesn't like Theo Johnson, which means I don't like Theo Johnson. If my resident Giant doesn't have good faith.
I'm probably not. You don't know what the Giants have done to me. Like, so
well,
I'm probably
why
not
do
the
I
best
ask you
person
every time?
I'm always going to be more pessimistic than probably like the average person, but that comes from knowing the Giants, right? So, yeah, I just don't know with him. 1 week he looks like the player we thought he was coming out, and other weeks he looks like Evan Ingram in his prime with the Giants, which means drops every pass. So,
I guess Henry. I guess I don't know. I don't want any of them, to be honest with you, but
well, in true 2025 fashion, just the way this year's going, this season's going, he came out and practiced in a limited fashion on Wednesday and then did not practice on Thursday.
Yeah.
So,
which Thursday is usually the pad day as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I don't know if that was planned or not, but it doesn't seem like it was. So it does not seem good.
They called it a maintenance day. So
yeah.
I'm like, what has he been doing? What I mean, like, isn't every day a maintenance day for him so far?
Yeah, one limited practice in a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Henry because I'm gonna play him every week, and
I mean, it was meant to be a trick. You should take Henry.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll know by week 18.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Anything else from you, gentlemen?
No. We need to go.
Yeah.
All right. This has been Front Office.
Peace.
Powered by Riverside.
You catch us on YouTube and Facebook at Dynasty Front Office, Twitter at Front Office FF, and Discord. Link in the description.
Tacos look great.